All right, we're gonna talk chickens. Trisha, this one's for you. I'm gonna show you what we have and the different ones that we've used, and we'll go from there. So the original chicken coops that we used were these Chainlink dog kennels from Tractor Supply. They were the least expensive. They worked for years. They still work. They were a few $100 for the kennels, and we put tarps over them, super tight, and then we would put a pole in the middle like a circus tent, and then on the pole we would buffer it with a piece of foam like sleeping mat, camping mat. Then we made these braces out of 2x6s, and that helped keep the tarp a little longer, because that pole would eventually, it would push through, it would wear from wind and stuff. Where you have problems with these is that no matter how tight you make them, they will pool, and when they pool, they will, weight will bend this top bar if there's enough water there, or ice load. And you can see, here's another one where we made these braces. Now, let me show you the next thing. While I'm here, let me show you, these are the nest boxes. These are about 30 a piece, come from Amazon, come from Tractor Supply. You just have to put a piece of wood up and you just screw them onto the wood. And then you just put a piece of wood on the outside and on the inside and sandwich it together, and you screw these on. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 10 boxes here. They really use 2 of them. It's very weird that there's even an egg in this one. And then you can see over here, I've got 2 here and 2 there. And that would service a ton of birds, but they always just use the same box for the most part. Now we'll go over here. The nicer dog kennels are by Tartar. They're about $800, but they're much stronger metal. Like, these kennels here are years old. They're like probably 10 years old, and they still look brand new. We do the same things with them, but we're not really using them for chickens. These are for dogs, and our dogs don't care about the weather, so this tarp is super old here. Now, Tractor Supply makes one that looks just like the Tartar, but it's not. It's thinner metal, but these work really well, and they're specifically for chicken coops. And where this is cool is they have a ceiling in them, and with the ceiling, when you put your tarp over, it supports it, and your tarps, where they last a lot longer. Now, your tarps, we buy a package of 2. I think they're like 45 bucks now, from Costco or Sam's Club. And I always buy, every single time I'm at Sam's Club, I buy a package of tarps, and I just keep them, you know, in the garage out of the sun. Now, this nest box is by Hen Gear, and it's pretty neat. And I've got all these hens that just want to hang out and hide in here. So this thing's cool because the eggs roll out of here, and you can move this egg box to the outside. Now, the way we have it set on here, this egg box, this is bigger than where this frame falls on this type of kennel. So I couldn't have them exit to the outside. No big deal. I like to go inside the coop. I like to have to be in here looking at them, because if you have to go in there every day, you can identify problems before they amplify. I want to say these are $800 now. When we started buying them, they were probably 6-ish. Now, the thing is to keep in mind with chickens, there's really no wrong way or right way. There really isn't. They've been keeping chickens for thousands of years, and you will see people just pay, oh my God, you can't keep chickens like that. Well, if it was a problem, you probably wouldn't have any of these chickens here today, because 1,000 years ago, they would have all died off. Now, these are Cornish cross. These are meat birds here, grow super fast. You slaughter them at about 10 weeks, and if you let them go to about 16 weeks, they're so heavy it snaps their legs. So this is a chicken tractor, and it comes from this design I got from Stony Ridge Farms, and he's awesome. He's in North Carolina, and this is PVC. And I have 50 birds in here, 50-ish, and you drag this, and you're gonna feed them your grower feed, your meat bird feed. but you're gonna drag it every day and give them 10 by 10 feet of new grass, and they're gonna eat all the seeds off the grass, they're gonna eat all the bugs, and because you're dragging it, you're not gonna have all that manure from all 50 of these birds all loaded up. It's not gonna be nasty. You're gonna move it every day. And then let me show you the other one. And then I have this TIG welded aluminum chicken tractor out here with wheels. I can move it with one hand. I can pull it uphill with two hands pretty easily with the wheels deployed. And you can see here that I've drug it every day. I move it, and I've started moving it twice a day with it being so hot and so much manure in here. And these birds, same thing. I drag it, they eat all the bugs, they eat all the grass, and then they roost in here. And this one is set up, I could use this for meat birds, but these are up and coming egg layers. And it has a nest box built into it where you don't have to go inside to get your eggs. Now I've got white Brahmas, I've got black Brahmas, I have some cinnamon queens in here, I have a bunch of barred rocks in here, and I have turkeys in here, a couple turkeys. So I'll move these in another hour or so. I'll come out and move these. This cage, super nice. It's almost $4,000. You don't need to do this. Like, you don't need this. I want to be able to use it to pull around and fertilize behind the goats. So, and I want to do it in a very simple manner that I can just have employees do it without having to move electronetting and stuff. I like it so much that I think we're going to buy a second one of them. But for the cost of that, you could put all of your rabbit infrastructure in and your chicken infrastructure for the cost of that one thing there. And you could actually do it for probably half of that even. You could really, if you scrounge materials and use stuff off the property already, which I'm sure you have a bunch of, you could do it for way less than that. But there you go, Trish. That's what I have. My phone memory is all full, so I'll throw this video together pretty raw and upload it for you.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about realest, one of the realest to try. My family, SOE, got the tools to survive. Yeah.